Hi everyone, April here. Wanted to touch base with you and just share a few thoughts for the week. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. I'm away in Louisville, Kentucky at a retreat. So doing a little bit of rest and relaxation and work and reflection time. I wanted to give you a little bit of something to reflect on as well. I was outside over the weekend, just putting away some of my garden decorations and such, getting ready for the fall and the upcoming winter. And I was loving the leaves. But there's so many lessons we can learn from these leaves. First of all, it always just kind of tickles me a little bit how we ooh and ah at the beauty of leaves dying and falling to the ground. We resist all forms of change, but some change, when we call it beautiful, we can actually embrace and appreciate. Isn't that interesting? But what I was really thinking about was the art of letting go. We love when the leaves fall. We love seeing the different colors, the change, the pretty just decorations it leaves all over the ground until it gets mowed up or snowed on, right? And yet there are so many things in our life that we hold on to. So I wanted to invite you for a minute to think about things that you are holding on to that no longer serve you. And let's start with work since we're on a work call. Sometimes when we think something should be done differently, or maybe somebody just rubbed us the wrong way or gave us some feedback we didn't enjoy or didn't appreciate, we hold on to it. We allow it to stir up within us and we allow it to fester. I read an article recently that shared a really fascinating statistic. Actually, it was kind of scary. And it was on mental health and everything, but the statistic that they shared, get a load of this, it said an earlier study by the Harvard School of Public Health and the University of Rochester showed that people who bottle up their emotions even increase their chance of premature death from all causes by more than 30%, with their risk of being diagnosed with cancer increasing by 70%. 70% by holding their emotions in, by bottling them up, by holding on to them. That's tremendous. In the worst of ways, right? We hold on to so many things. We hold on to grudges. We hold on to our opinions, and our opinions matter. Don't get me wrong. That's a conversation for another day. But if there is something, maybe it was critical feedback that was given to you, and you're just like, man, you're beating yourself up with it, or you're holding a grudge at somebody else for it, or maybe it's the way in which something has to be done at the job, a part of your job you don't like, and every one of us has a part of our job we don't like. Let's just be real. Sometimes we can just accept it. It is what it is. We just do it. It's not personal. We don't need to make it about us. We just do it, even though we do it differently if we're up to us, right? But sometimes we hold on to it, and every time we do it, it irks us a little bit. Have you noticed? I want you to consider letting it go. It's kind of like if you're riding your bike and there's a curb that doesn't have a ramp, you just go over the curb. You don't stand there, stare at the curb, get mad at the curb, allow the curb to keep you from going further, right? But we do that with things in our life, at work, at home, all over the place. We want something to be so different that we'll stand there and stare at it for the longest time. And in the meantime, we're missing out on all the things that are good. So that is my invitation to you this week. Not just at work, but in your life. Look at the places where you've been holding on to something maybe a little bit too long, maybe a little bit too tight. Have you noticed when we're holding on, our fists clench, our jaw clenches, our shoulders tighten up? And when we're holding on, we don't have the hands with which to receive something new or something better. Only by letting go can we open up to something different. So, to top that off, before I let you go, I'd like to share with you 5 ways that letting go will lead to a more fulfilling, joy, and peace-filled life. I have to back it up with statistics, right? Not just because April said, not just in theory, but it is said that letting go can help you to gain confidence. When you let go of the things that you hide behind, you'll see how much you're worth, how much you really have to offer. Don't hide, let yourself be seen. You will gain health physically. which makes sense because letting go allows you to release stress and tension, like I just mentioned, right? You'll feel better. You'll be able to breathe better just by letting go a few things that are holding you back, even one thing. Number 3, you'll enjoy life more by making you a priority. You know, when you let go of thinking that everybody and everything else is more important or that everything should be different, when you learn just to speak up for yourself, but also let things go that aren't yours to change or fix, it's like giving yourself permission to take care of yourself, do a little self-care, allow yourself to be in your space and others to be in their space. Just you'll be happier in that place if you just let everything, others in the situation, just be what they are and you do you, right? Number 4, the other change, tranquility and calm enter when you let go of time. We were just talking about time, weren't we? We want it, need it, have to have it, done, said, closed, etc. Whatever it is. Now, letting go of the expectations we set on ourselves and others for what we need by when we need it reduces anxiety, tension, stress. That doesn't mean don't get things done by their deadline. That doesn't mean let others know when you need something. But when we aren't so stressed out, assuming it's going to go wrong, we're a little more calm, which means we're a little more productive, right? Whatever you go looking for, you'll find it. If you go looking for all the ways something's going to go wrong, you'll find it. If you believe, have faith, go looking for the things that'll go right, you'll find that. And number 5, according to this article, says that the 5th benefit is peace just to be. Releasing harmful negative self-beliefs is one of the toughest things to do. But when you can let those thoughts go, when you can stop self-sabotaging yourself, or more importantly, allowing the thoughts in your own head, the grudges, those things that irk you to hold you back, to keep you stuck, when you can just let those things go, you will be able to go far and deep and wherever you want to go, just by letting go. Remember, clenching doesn't allow anything new to come in. When we just let go, we open ourselves up to possibilities. When we just allow these leaves to fall, can you imagine if the tree wouldn't let the leaves fall? I don't know. I'm not, this isn't a fact. This is my thought. But if a tree held on to dead leaves, eventually they would suck the life out of the tree, right? But they have to let go so they can go back into the earth, nourish it, and allow it to be restored during the winter so that it can bloom and blossom and grow even further in the spring. Sounds like a growth mindset to me, but we have to unlearn sometimes. We have to let go of what we thought we knew so that we can expand ourselves. So what's getting in your way this week? If you just allow the obstacle to fall away, what is it you can set down? If you need to decide later, you need to pick up one of those grudges again. Can't imagine why you would, but sometimes we do. It'll still be there waiting for you. But just consider setting 1 or 2 things aside this week. An old negative thought pattern, an old belief system, something that's been annoying you or irking you, maybe a grudge you've been holding against somebody, some kind of unforgiveness. Unforgiveness it causes disease, in my opinion. That there's even studies that prove that. What's one thing you can let go of this week? One thing you can set aside and allow it to get out of your way so that you can propel into whatever you desire to be next. Just consider it. Consider letting go of what's lost its life, what's no longer serving you. Embrace the change. Embrace the change of colors, the change of seasons, and look forward to what's next. I hope you have a great week. Again, I'm off. I leave first thing in the morning. Well, by the time you see this, I will already be there at a retreat, doing a little bit of reflection and a little inner work on myself and enjoying some beautiful scenery where I'll be. So I hope you take a little bit of time to enjoy your weekend as well. Do something special for yourself. Just nothing else. Let go, dance it out, sing out, whatever it is that makes you feel like you've just released. Release a little bit of tension. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow your jaw to relax. Let your shoulders fall. Relax down instead of clenching them all up. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. It's all up to you. Make it what you want it to be. See you soon. Bye.